Goldylocks Productions provides professional internet, TV, and radio shows in the spiritual and new age genre.
Strap yourself in, because we're set up, switched on, and ready to go.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Magical Journey Show with your host, Reverend Bryan Rawls. And Happy New Year, everyone. It is finally 2019, and we made it. So welcome to the show, and we are going to be speaking about many different topics tonight. Well, 3 topics in particular. The 3 topics that we are going to be speaking about is some information about light language. Also 2019, the energies of 2019, and also about the energies of the 7 upgrade days in January that are going to integrate the energies of the Book of KnaSera into the 7 physical chakras. And a Happy New Year to you as well, Barbara and Linda, and thank you for joining me this evening. Hello, Jolie, how are you? Okay, so everyone, 2019 has definitely been rather interesting thus far, and it has really been transformational on many different levels, especially levels energetically, especially for those that are sensitive to energies in general, especially around the lower chakras and trying to stay grounded, as well as also the first 2 chakras in the head area, the crown and the third eye. So a lot of people have been experiencing fluctuations of energies within the head area, and difficulty staying grounded, as well as also kind of like that vortex type feeling. And with that, it's really been challenging for a lot of folks. And as it's been challenging for folks, we've really stepped into that energy of trusting, what's in store for us. So we have 7 physical upgrade days. We have January 3rd, which is tomorrow. We also have January 6th, January 9th, and January 12th, 15th, 18th, and then the 21st into the 22nd. So from tomorrow up until the lunar eclipse on the 21st into the 22nd. So the energies are very high, and a lot of us are going to be feeling rather interesting energies within our bodies. And what this is the integration of the Book of KnaSera into the 7 physical chakras. So starting with the root first. So the root will be tomorrow. So we're going to really feel a lot of energy in the pelvic region. And as we come into that energy of the pelvic region, we're going to have energies of grounding and really staying in the body. And a lot of folks already have difficulties staying in the body, where they pop out every so often. And one of the things that I can recommend all of you to do to actually stay inside the body is really stay conscious throughout the day. Check in with yourself multiple times during the day, especially during the wee morning hours, so upon awakening, as well as also in the late evening hours, as you are going to sleep tomorrow evening. So it's the upgrades start from midnight tonight to midnight tomorrow night, and they last for a full 24-hour period. And you will feel tremendous upgrading energy within the 8-cell blueprint and also the root chakra. And obviously, the 8-cell blueprint and the root chakra are at the same near the same place, and also they are two different areas of energy, but basically in the same place. So do understand that they are very much two different types of energies, but in the same area of concern. Okay, so do understand that also the energies of light language will help shift and allow this energy to be more soothing, more at ease with integration. And a lot of folks that do speak light language already is they are finding out that the light language really soothes the soul and really soothes upgrades in general. Another thing that you might want to try out for a little bit is possibly wearing red clothing. You may, for those of you that respond to color well, as I said, tomorrow is about the root chakra and the energy of KnaSera downloading within the root chakra. So I know this will probably sound funny, but wear your red underwear. Will definitely help. Also, you can wear the energies of garnet, rubies, energies that that definitely stand out in areas of the color red. The color red will definitely bring in some very much energies that will go directly within the root chakra, and how it will feel is it will kind of feel like a vortex type feeling. And as that vortex type feeling begins to start spinning this evening around midnight, and a bunch of you will already be in bed towards that time, and you may find it difficult to fall asleep. One of the recommendations that I can tell you that would be helpful is you can put some sandalwood oil right on the top of your head, and it will filter all the way down into the 8-cell blueprint at the perineum. And this will also be helpful in integrating some energy. Make sure that it's red sandalwood, because there's different types of sandalwood energies. And also you can try out some sandalwood incense, or even sandalwood essential oil, or even try sitting on or try even using some chakra stones that will help you integrate some of the energies as well. So a lot of folks are wondering probably what KnaSera is. KnaSera is a book of energies that are similar to the Book of Akash, and also similar to similar to the Book of Sahara, which just closed. Just allowed for Sahara to go to slumber. And for those of you that haven't been following me for a while, I will go through the explanation of these particular books. So the particular books that have been that have been coming onto the planet since, well, since during the time of, okay, so basically we have the Book of Akash, which she's been on the planet for quite some time. And then we have also the Book of Sahara, and then we also have the Book of KnaSera. So each winter solstice, the energies of a new book opens, and each winter solstice, when one book um, when one book opens, the other one basically goes to slumber. And yes, Linda, the garnets are very, very helpful in the integration of KnaSera being here. So you are very intuitively connecting with that. Good evening, everyone that is just joining us. We are having explanations around the Book of KnaSera, as well as also 2019 energies, as well as also a little bit of information about light language this evening. So, and if you're just joining me, we do have 7 physical upgrade days that are upon us from the 3rd of January to the 21st through the 22nd of January, which is the 3rd of January, the 6th of January, the 9th of January, the 12th of January, the 15th, the 18th, and the 21st through the 22nd. So basically, these energies are the integration and the anchoring of the Book of KnaSera into the 7 physical chakras. Tomorrow begins the integration and the anchoring within the root chakra. And excuse me, I am receiving a download at the moment, so if I feel a little bit off balance at the moment, do understand that that's what I'm receiving. So the energies that basically are upon the planet right now is the Book of KnaSera. The Book of Sahara just went to slumber around December 21st of 2018, and she will slumber for 33 weeks. She will come back into she will come back into enabling of communication with us. So after each book goes to slumber, that means that they come back into the energy of the earth plane and our physical reality to be able to be a communication beacon for us. Okay, so they are after each of the books come in, they will be enabled to be a communication with a galactic council. Each one of these divine divas are a group within the divine council of the divine divas. Okay, so do understand that these divine divas are galactic in nature, and they will definitely be part of the divine plan for the next few years, as well as the next eon. So please understand that these beings are definitely here for our authentic self and our authentic understanding as star seeds and the DNA of the human genome. So now 2019 is all about trusting the energies, trusting ourselves, trusting the authenticity, basically like the Seven Sisters Joy, but more along the lines of there is 13 of them, okay? 12 energetic books and 1 physical book that makes up the 13. Okay, so that's the explanation of the 12 books of the Divine Divas. And so the 2019 energies is all about the trusting of oneself, the trusting of our psychic abilities and our intuition, and also trusting our divine potential into understanding that we are beings with limitless capability of our divinity. All right, so basically, this means that nothing is impossible anymore. It is our DNA is in a raised frequency, so that basically means that our DNA is definitely raised enough to where we are already within the capabilities of our DNA being activated up to the 12 strand DNA activated. All right, that doesn't mean that you are holding at a 12. Now, what I mean by holding at a 12 is that doesn't mean that all 12 strands are lit up for each and every one of you. Now, you do have a 12-strand activated capacity. That means that you are able to hold the 12 strands of light. Okay, so now, like, say for instance, we each have 12 rooms in our house, in our soul. Okay, now basically what this means is not all 12 lights are on. Okay, some of us only have like 6 lights on. Some of us only have like 7 lights on. Some of us only have 3 lights on. It's basically our light holding potential. Okay, so I hope that explains the whole 12-strand DNA understanding for each and every one of us. And if you are wanting more information about what your holding potential is at, please contact me for in-depth reading or ask the question in the comments, or even when I call on you to ask your question. So we are going to be opening up the phone lines here in just a moment, but I also want to let each and every one of you know that the special for the $1 a minute intuitive readings is still good until Saturday evening at the new moon, which is at midnight. That is when the prices go back to regular pricing. I may activate another special, but I am waiting for I am basically waiting for information from my guides and ancestors on whether or not to activate another special at this particular time. So please understand, if you are wanting to ask a question, you can ask a question in the comments, and if I get to you within the comments for questions, I will call on questions in the comments, and I will call on phone reading questions. First off, we are going to go to the phone reading questions, and we're going to kind of switch back and forth. So I am going to get to as many people as I possibly can. Please only have one question for me. If you have 2 questions, you're only going to be answered 1 question. So I would make sure that you choose wisely what question that you would like me to answer. I do have a lot of phone callers in the queue, so I want to be fair to each and every one of you. And if you would like to phone in and speak to me live, the call-in number is 323-870-3791. Again, that is 323-870-3791. And we are going to go to our first phone caller. And our first phone caller is area code 415. And area code 415, first name and question, please.
Hello.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. This is Anne.
Hey, Anne, and what can I help you with today?
My one question would be about I guess really clearing out the old.
Okay.
And anything I need to clear out and start, because I want to start many new things for 19.
Okay, so do understand that 2019 is a wonderful, wonderful time to activate new energies for us all. We are in a number 3 for 2019, so the energy is very much in the awakening of clearing out a lot of the old stuff that we have been holding on to is currently on the way out. You will feel a lot of intensity as we get into the upgrades of the January 3rd, 6th, and 9th. The 3rd, the 6th, and the 9th day of January, because that starts with the solar plexus, or the starts with the root chakra, sacral chakra, and solar plexus. Those 3 particular chakras, I see a lot of stagnant energy within you. Okay, so
yeah, my stomach is really full.
Yeah, one of the things that I would highly recommend you to step into is some deep breathing exercises, because you do have a lot of a lot of potential in being open to your empathic ability, because you're a very strong empath, and you really have been you've really been pulled out of your power, and it's now time for you to step back into your power. So what we're going to do here is I'm going to help with clearing out some of the energy within those 3 particular chakras, and I'm just going to basically move it out through your crown chakra. I want you to just take a deep breath in, and I'm going to speak a little bit of light language around this. So take a deep breath in. Entre so ramakor inde hideara ashanduro osombia. Vidakiata so orakoti ana ashtawa. Denur itapakayast. Vindogora atagini. Mostina hayast. Zedegur embeetekwa. Enjanenki. Roposen. Dorokotian. Awa. Idabo Koreande hisse butero estan iderebekiasa ayan. Orendo acast. Vetore andi heredea. Randelo so rokotianast. And take a deep breath in. On this deep breath, I want you to blow out like you're blowing out a candle. Okay, and take another deep breath in. Zestino urakpatriana asta ide eskoto ura ambahayana. And move that energy up and out the crown, sending it to the great central sun to be repolarized for the good of all humanity, never to return again. I'm about to cause the core, the record, the effect. And take a deep breath in. Osono kiatoro orre embehe sakwa ashana hid. And deep breath in. Okay.
I saw blue. I saw lapis in my third eye.
Okay, so the lapis energy within the third eye is basically energy moving out of the crown chakra, but it seems as if you had some energy swirling around the third eye and was showing you that there was healing going on in the third eye and a veil being removed and lifted. So you are going to feel a lot of energy step forward this evening about midnight. So I would tell you that if you have any garnet on hand, to possibly keep some in your back pocket or in your bra or in your left pocket. And also, if you have any garnet crystal gem elixir, I would probably take some of that just to be on the safe side, so that energy does not become too I would say too intense for you. And I would also recommend that you possibly even check into a reading with me for further clearing.
Yeah.
Okay?
Okay, wonderful. Thank you. Yeah, my whole forehead is warm right now.
Perfect. And warm energy means that there is a lot of spiritual healing going on, and cool energy is physical healing. Okay?
Okay.
All right. And thank you so much, Anne.
Thanks for the show.
All right. Thank you so much. Okay. So we are going to go to the live comments and take a question. And let me see, the first question that I'm coming to, let me see here. All right, the first question that I come to is, okay. So the first question that I come to is, okay, I'm gonna have to say either, okay, so I'm gonna have to say Barbara Schmidt. Okay, so that's the first question that I came to. So Barbara, you were wondering about your financial debt. All right, so how can you release yourself from financial debt? So I want you to take some deep breaths in. There is some energy at, so I want you to understand that the energy that I'm about to release for you, you want to envision, currency symbols all around your head and all around your body in your auric field. Okay. So what this is the financial debt relief activation. And you're going to feel some warmth go over your body. I'm just going to hold my hands up in front of me. Zetor inde hisa hayanum. Beloko urakata hasht. Vezon urre endo aka ayat. Vesendo ura han ayano. Beloquar estendo urasun etwa anai. Velakino orapa anta estero. Lakino ma orashto onde elasai. Move this energy up. Zotora inde est endora qua cre este endo oras. Zenomokora ende hisaayate esendora or eba haneek. Repatus. Jandora akayatane menekia. mostendua arast, mostinia rastendo orokotia, estinia, asi, urast, jutu unda. And take some deep breaths in. And Barbara, I want you to take a deep breath in, and on that deep breath in, I want you to blow out like you're blowing out a candle. And I want you to imagine all financial debt being sent to the great central sun to repolarize for the good of all humanity, never to return again. I bind the cause, the cord, the record, the effect, through all timelines, Dorose Otodoku, through all dimensions, i.e. de era pakayatu ara ashtan. Through all dimensions, parallel realities, parallel universes, alternate realities, and alternate universes. And through all on and off planet existences. Taking a deep breath in and release. All right, Barbara. So just allow for that energy to flow. And what I saw was once you release that financial debt, all the currency symbols came flowing into the crown chakra and basically laid within the central column of the body and stacked up on top of each other. So you now have the financial energy activation within you, and all those currency symbols are stacked on top of each other. And now you just want to relax, maybe drink a glass of water to let the energy integrate within your energy field more with ease and grace, and just allow. Okay? All right, so we are going to go back to the phone lines. Okay, so we have the next person on the phone line is 860 Amla. Amla. 860. Hello. Yoo-hoo. Amla. Going once. Amla. 860. Going twice. Okay. So we are going to go on to, okay. So we're going to go on to Destiny in the phone caller at 231.
Hey, Bryan.
Hello and
How
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Oh, it's been a trip. This last week I have noticed, well, I'm having issues with my family, but I think my aunt Cindy has been putting stuff on me, but I did like a clearing on my own, and something definitely shifted. And right now, today, I'm feeling, I don't know, what is going on with me, Bryan? I'm having, like, heat. I get really, really hot, and then I get really, really cold. So it's almost like I'm heating up, and then I'm feeling cold chills.
if you're now just tuning in, what I'm seeing here is that the hot and the cold energy, the hot energy is spiritual healing going on. The cold energy is physical healing going on. And I would say probably about a week, maybe 2 weeks ago. Remember when I put that protection around you? It takes a little bit for when protection comes around you. It takes a little bit for the energy to basically get very strong and very sturdy. Okay, so what was going on here is that you finally have a very strong and sturdy force field energy going on around you, that at this particular time you basically are really protected at this particular moment, and what you've accumulated so much protection that this protective energy, or this protection has basically came into the effect of it's basically come into the effect of basically coming starting into what is called a healing, and when it was just a protection at first. When a protection gets really sturdy and has been casted multiple of times, at times, if a protection's, if a force field protection or a
So this is a good thing.
Yes, yes, basically it is a good thing. But when protection has been casted multiple times, and then you go behind me and cast protection or clearing on top of it, what it does is it clears out. Well, what it does is it basically surrounds you, and it turns into a healing. So that energy basically took upon itself to turn itself into a healing, and basically portrayed itself as a spiritual healing. So it started with yourself getting hot, and then it turned into a physical healing, because your physical body is showing that it's needing healing too. All right, so that's what's going on with you, and that's the reason why you're having hot and cold energy. And nothing's going on with you as far as negative wise. And plus, you got to understand that we are going into probably in about I would say probably about 3-4 hours. We're getting ready to go into a upgrade day from midnight tonight to midnight tomorrow night. It is the anchoring of the book of KnaSera into the root chakra. We have January 3rd, 6th, 9th, 12th, 15th, 18th, and 21st through the 22nd from tomorrow up until the lunar eclipse on the 21st through the 22nd. That is when the energy basically of KnaSera anchors into the physical chakra system.
Okay, when are you doing this activation?
Basically, I am anchoring in all of the energies on the 21st when I do the full moon lunar eclipse activation. So all of y'all are going to receive, well, basically, on the 5th is the new moon. Okay, if you received the email about the new moon, that is that is basically the preparation activation for basically the dates of the 3rd through the 21st. The physical activation of the integration and the anchoring is on the 21st. That is when I do the ceremony. So if I were you and you want to participate in the 21st and 22nd, I would say go ahead and purchase this one, and then purchase the one on the 21st. So make sure that you receive the full shindig of it. So kind of prepare yourself and amp yourself up for the next 21 days.
Okay. Thank you. No, that's good to know, because I was like freaking out. I didn't know what was happening to my body. I appreciate your clarification, so I know what's going on anyway, and it's good, so that's even better.
Yes, most definitely, and you're very welcome, sweetheart, and do not hesitate to take advantage of that special offer for intuitive readings at $1 per minute up until Saturday at midnight. It's only good until Saturday. Okay?
Okay.
All right, much love to you, Destiny.
Have a Happy New Year.
I hope you have a Happy New Year as well. Okay, folks. So we are going to the live comments, and we are going to take a question from the live comments. And the next person that I saw with a question is the new one, or the new lady, Linda Brown. And Linda Brown, I hope you're still with us. It says, "Hi, Reverend Bryan Rawls. I'm new to your work. It's fascinating. Would you be so kind to tell me how many of my lights are on and available for my upgrading?" Okay, so Linda, so what I'm picking up is that, let's see here, okay, so imagine that you have 12 you have a 12-bedroom house, which is in your physical body. Okay, that 12-bedroom house actually right now has 5 lights on. Okay, you are sustaining at the energy of 5. All right, so you have the energy of another. You have an energy of another 7 that you need to step up and amp up. Now, that doesn't mean that it won't fluctuate from 5 to 6 over the next 2 to 3 days. Because remember, we have anchoring, or we have upgrade days. Now, these upgrade days, they will definitely make your sustainable light fluctuate. Okay, and as your sustainable light fluctuates, that energy will definitely come into that that focus of in between. Like, say for instance, if you're vibrating at a level. If you're vibrating at a level 6, you'll probably fluctuate in from a 6 to an 8, or a 6 to a 7. All right, you'll only fluctuate like 1 or maybe 2 numbers. Like right now, I'm holding at a 11, and I'll fluctuate from 11 to a 13. All right, because all of my and plus this is also about exhaustion, tiredness, exhaustion, energy levels going up and down, physical health, also also mundane life, because at certain times the mundane gets in the way. All right, because I don't care who you are, you cannot be spiritual 24/7. I mean, you still have to be humans. You still have to go through paying bills. You still have to go through eating. You still have to go through getting sick, getting the flu, doing this, doing that. You still have to go through the normal functions of a human being, because we are all part human as well. Okay? So remember, don't think you are exactly a ascended master just yet. Okay? So this particular energy is definitely going to get better. there will be times where if you are holding at a high rate, and say for instance you get sick, you'll dwindle down to like a like say for instance if you're at 12, and you'll dwindle down from like a 12 to a 7, and that's just because you're sick. All right, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You can't do anything about it except for take care of yourself, do your self-care, and move on with your bad self. But yes, Linda, you are fluctuating at you're fluctuating at a 5 right now, and over the next 2 to 3 days, you very well could move up to a 6, maybe a 7. All right. But one thing that I would recommend you doing is you can use crystals, even Oregon. Oregon energy is fabulous, and it really works. And this energy or this pendant keeps my energy level high and keeps energy sustained in between 11 and a 12, and even higher at a 13. So Oregon is fabulous. And see, I'll give you a close personal shot of my Oregon pendant, and it's actually very high powered Oregon pendant. I actually blessed it myself, and it has the Metatron symbol on it, and then crystals in each one of those. I didn't make it, I purchased it. And it also has a coil on the back. That's a copper coil. And I believe folks can find this very pendant on a ad on Facebook. It's rather cheap and very affordable, and I believe Vinaya makes it. Vinaya spirit.com. You can purchase your own, and I would highly recommend it. And what I am actually doing for if folks like to purchase these pendants and would like to get them blessed by me, if you purchase yours, you can let me know after you receive it, and you can send it off to me, and I can bless it for you in a ceremony. Okay? And now let's go to the phone lines again, and we only have time for one more question. And I saw that. Let's see if we have another phone call. Oh, Linnell, let's move on to you real quick, and then I'll see if I can get a comment in before we have time. So, Linnell, what can I help you with, dear?
Hey, baby.
How are you?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
I'm good. Yourself?
I'm doing fabulous.
So, I was wondering, back on my page so I can see my question. Is there a sign with the pressure in my ear, my jaw, and my neck area?
Okay.
Is there something more than just that pressure I should be focusing on to help that move? Because it's moving.
All right. So what they're saying is that you need to tone a little bit. You need to tone a little bit, because that's the energy of some soul language or some spirit language trying to actually okay. So it seems as if you are trying to speak some soul language, or trying to speak some light language from your home star. So it seems as if you need to kind of step in that understanding that you are going to be possibly stepping forth in these upgrade days into a rather interesting, you may go into an interesting type of memory recall where you very well could begin to start speaking light language or speaking some form of dialect that is rather ancient.
Okay.
All right, because that is the ear, the jaw, and the neck all has to do with the throat chakra. And when the throat chakra is in upgrade or in alignment, that shows that there's definitely some communication that is trying to come forth. And I would highly, highly recommend that you basically look to that in basically trying to bring forth that particular dialect that is trying to come through. But try toning it first.
Like singing the notes that come out of my mouth.
Yeah, try singing just the notes that come out of your mouth. It doesn't even have to be notes like do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. It very well could be anything that happens to come through. Okay?
Yeah.
But
it's very loud and very body.
Yes, and you may even hear buzzing for in the upcoming days. So if you hear buzzing,
Buzzing like comes in one ear and goes out the other ear.
kind of like that. Yeah. All right, love. Well, what? Yes, that's very well is kind of like a attunement. All right, doll.
All right, we'll catch tomorrow.
Oh yes, most definitely. All right, darling.
Much love.
Much love. Mwah.
Great show, great show. Thank you for all your time you share.
Thank you so much, dear. Okay, so I'm going. Love you too, sweetheart. I am going to try to get one more question in the live comments, and then we are going to say our goodbyes. So let me see here. Let's see. Okay, so I see Saraz's question about the hacking cough and the fainting spell. All right, so that does seem like a little bit of ascension symptoms, but the coughing, let me see. Okay, on January 15th, you are going to purge something out of your throat. January 15th is for the anchoring of the throat chakra, the anchoring of KnaSera in the throat chakra. So what I would recommend you do is move through the energies of the 3rd, the 6th, the 9th, the 12th. Once you get to the 12th, be prepared that once you get to the 15th, that energy may be a little bit on the rather intense side, because what's going to happen is you're going to experience experience kind of like a shamanic purge. Okay, this is old this is old energy and old lifetimes of being muted or taking vows of silence and vows of not being heard, and then also with you not having a thyroid, that carries into the throat chakra, basically trying to upgrade. And what is being shown here is that the shamanic purging that you're going to release on, or that you're going to be accessing on the 15th, is actually the capability of you beginning to start speaking your light language as well. And do understand that you will come into this focus and into this understanding that the throat chakra, and with you not with you having a with you basically having a or not having a thyroid, doesn't mean that you can't speak light language. Okay, you not having a thyroid just means that you have every capability of speaking more dialects than what the normal starseed is capable of. Okay, so I would highly recommend that you tend to the throat chakra more often than what you spend on the other chakras, just due to you not having that thyroid energy. And also take into consideration that you may want to up your dose in silica, because the silica will definitely help you from exhaustion, help you from the feeling of depression, of feeling like you're not at home, because you're definitely of starseed nature. And when star seeds are low on silica, they tend to get very homesick, and that's when homesickness can cause a lot of different ailments and even more ascension symptoms. So I hope that helps you, Saraz. And what I would recommend for you to do is sign up for the new moon and partial solar eclipse transmission, so that you can have preparation for for the full anchoring activation on the 21st through the 22nd of the lunar eclipse. And thank you, Saraz, for tuning in with me, and I hope I helped you. And so you're very welcome, Saraz. And I look forward to speaking with each and every one of you on next Wednesday. Our time is up, and we have very little time left. So I'm going to say my goodbyes. But first off, I want to make one quick announcement. The special for the $1 a minute special on intuitive readings is only good for Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, for 3 more days up until midnight. Once midnight comes around on Saturday, I will tune into my ancestors and my guides and the spirits that walk with me to see if I can activate another special. If I do activate another special, then I will announce it. But please do take advantage of that special offer, and you can contact me at 586-659-9620. That is the office. Or you can email me at angelicguidance13@gmail.com, or you can go to my website and fill out the contact form at www.amagicaljourney.com, or you can also go to my blog at www.bryanrawls.com. And thank you everyone for watching tonight's show. I will speak to you all next Wednesday evening on the 9th, and I look forward to speaking with each and every one of you. Thank you so very much, and I hope each and every one of you has a happy new year, and much love to all of you. And thank you, Tiffany White Sage Woman, for producing the Magical Journey show, and Goldylocks Productions. Much love to everyone, and thank you all callers. Let angel wings guide your dreams. Blessed be, and namaste.
Thanks for listening. We hope you enjoyed the show.